Xbox consoles, especially the Series S and X, are amazing machines. But in a game like Sea of Thieves, where player versus player combat can spring up at a moment's notice,
I gotta go. I gotta fight.
they could use a little help. Fortunately, there are a number of peripherals you can buy that will help make you a control lord. Stick to the end and I'll share the most important accessory you can buy as a controller player in Sea of Thieves. And it probably isn't what you think it is. Part 2, accessories. Maybe the most obvious upgrade you can make as a controller player in Sea of Thieves, or really any game, is to buy a new controller. I myself use the Elite 2 controller. It's amazingly customizable in a myriad of ways. Too many, in fact, to give it the deep dive it deserves in this video. It's going to need to wait for its own. For now, I'll mention only that it allows you to attach paddles to the underside and then map controls to those paddles. As I brought up in my settings video, you need to remap your jump button. With the Elite controller, you can jump with your middle finger instead of your thumb.
They and all the treasure are over here.
This is a huge benefit in Sea of Thieves and in most other games.
2 dead.
Now, the Elite controller costs between $150 and $200, depending on where you find it. A more affordable option might be the Power A controller. It does have paddles on the underside, allowing you to remap jump. Honestly, any controller that fits your budget and allows you to jump with your middle finger is going to be worth it. If a new controller is simply outside your budget, there are accessories that will make your existing vanilla controller a little bit better. Risers that attach to the joysticks, giving you more control, which is especially useful on the right look stick. Resistance rings that go around the joystick, once again giving you more fine control. There's this paddle accessory that connects to the vanilla controller, giving you those underside buttons. But it's about the same price as the Power A controller anyway, so just buy that. Next, a headset. Most PC gamers use these, but a surprising number of console gamers use their TV speakers for game audio. You probably want your headset to have a microphone too, so you can talk to other people in-game and not have to rely on using pirate chat or type on your controller.
This is going to be a pretty big explosion. They're all dead.
This Xbox headset is reasonably priced and it works really well. But there are dozens to choose from, and most of them will be an improvement over your TV speakers. The next accessory I'd recommend isn't an Xbox accessory at all. It's a computer or a phone. Anything you can use to access Discord, such as this great one right here that you should totally go join. Something that lets you communicate with your crew outside of Xbox Party Chat.
Yep.
They're both coming back.
If you're using Party Chat, it is a pain in the neck to switch back and forth to Game Chat.
Yes, baby.
And you definitely don't want to hot mic, talking to your crew in Game Chat. If a microphone just isn't going to happen for you, there's this keyboard attachment that fits right into your controller. So you can at least type without having to scroll around using your joystick and buttons. And finally, the one thing you can buy to make your Xbox more powerful in Sea of Thieves or in any online game: wires. If you're a home console gamer, there's probably a coaxial cable coming from your wall going into a modem. Then an Ethernet cable going from the modem into a router, likely a Cat5 cable your internet provider gave you for free. From there, if you're like most people, the router sends out a Wi-Fi signal that's being picked up by your console. After that, you're almost certainly using your controller wireless. At any point along that path, going wireless is adding a complication to an already complicated situation, adding latency at best and signal loss at worst. From the sounds in your ears to the movement of your hands, you want every signal you make back to the game's server to be as fast and as clear as possible. The way to do that is to wire everything. Use a wired headset attached to your controller. Get a USB-A to USB-C cable and use your controller wired. Attach a Cat6 cable between your Xbox and your router, and between your router and your modem. Going from using Wi-Fi to Ethernet will make a huge difference. Hopefully this helps. If you use any accessories that I didn't bring up here, accessories that made you a better Sea of Thieves player, let us know in the comments. Check out my Sea of Thieves stream on twitch.tv/calicosmack, and I'll see you out there.
GG, man.